and by a threat out in a drug and wherever he left there just get him across. You know? To he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his wrath hath not been altogether wiped away. So like I said, if you look upon all him track record from back then, it's the same track record in play back all most times or all the time. You know, infiltrate the media, make the big media believe that they are going for this terrorist, this wicked ass, you know, you know, and make the West, or should I say the entire world, see this man as a demon or wicked, whichever person at the time him is in the spotlight where him and demonize. So him our track record have kept doing that, and whenever him found caught, him behave as if he's always the one that doing the right. And if another country were perhaps will do the same thing that he does, him see the country as demon, him demonize the country right cross. No? Him demonize the country right cross. And just to be sure, this man keep on doing the same thing over and over. And like what I'm saying, make sure, because like I said, I go back on the Panama deception and realize some other documentary, First as I'm saying, infiltrate the media, he apply sanction, he demonize, going with force, brutality, and so on. So him have a track record when keep on do, and he can't hide, right? And he may talk subtle, he speak with this so seducing way that you actually feel like him with you, but he's not, right? This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His word was softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So like I said, this man cannot be known in adversity. This man ready for throw you down as soon as he find that opportunity, because he never with you, he always himself. Jump back to the Apocrypha, 12, jump down to 16. He said, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he is imaginate how to throw thee into a pit. Exactly. So he makes like case and point now, he makes talk soft with Ukraine. Watch out, he's the one that actually pumped up Ukraine along with the UN just to go into a battle that the Ukraine cannot win, and left his ass in the mud to drown, right? Because he know that he could not enter the fight, and he will never see this man as his friend either, because guess what? In this one get what he want. He may be still with Ukraine, so at the same thing, right? In this one find the opportunity and then overtake it, right? Again, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will with weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And if you look, and if you, as I say again, if you pay attention to all the calamity and the wickedness take place across the earth, you find this man in the midst of him. Almost every single one you find this man in the midst of them. And when you realize he's the devil in the midst of it, he's the one that stirred up, he's the one that caused it, he's the one that actually playing the cards in an unfair way. So in almost every opportunity you find this man wobbling, almost every single crisis that takes place in this world, I should say every crisis, you find this man wobbling. Why is that him name called for everything you find him? Right? 17 again. If adversity come up on thee, thou shalt find him there. You shall find him there first. And through he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hand and whisper much and change his countenance. So this man will wait for the moment to say, yo, time to watch over his post here. And so this man operate. Like I said, just a little thought that came to my mind, and I sent me back to the Paloma deception, and I said, and I realized all these track record coming up is the same track record they use on all these countries doing the same thing. But yet still they have the same mind to call these countries Russia the aggressor, the all these names, you know, the aggressor, the wicked, you know, the murderer and all these things, and these men is the one, even though the same Russia, the same Caucasian, right, the same nation, a nation divided by itself cannot stand. So we know that is the same so-called America, the devil, the wicked so-called white man, which is the devil, you know. I always find in this in every, you know, in every narcissist across the world. But I'm saying I don't want to go too long. So with that, I want to say our praise to how Bashi Masha, Bashi Maka, Bakatham, double honors to the apostle of JMS, Stone. Shalom.